I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Karen O mentioned my little saw carrier. I made this up when I was taking my saw blades to the sharpening shop over in Union City, but the guy retired and there wasn't anybody to do saw sharpening anymore, so I just started packing my saw blades on this. Works quite well. And you mentioned wing nut, and I remembered Louie had gifted me with a batch of wing nuts. Works very nicely. Now this can go back in the drawer and be used for something else. And I said if I was going to be doing a batch of circular saws, it'd be better to make a jig. So why don't we take a minute and do that. Doesn't have to be anything impressive, just has to be able to hold the saw blade. If it makes it so I don't have to use the Jorgensen clamps to hold things together, that's a plus. I think the bandsaw would do a really good job of cutting this out. The bandsaw is going to do a fine job of cutting this out. But that's out in the garage, so I'm going to take a few minutes and go do that, and I'll be back. Just a quick bit of bandsaw work. And we now have a jig to clamp saw blades in. It doesn't require me to do anything fancy with clamps. Now I have 2 sharpened blades. Well, that was time well spent. A little time making a jig makes this sharpening job go a lot quicker. Sharpened 2 blades in the time it took me to do 1. Now part of that is because these have much fewer teeth. But a big part of it was having to fiddle with those clamps all the time. Time well spent. Now this is a blade that's going to get dull, but I can sharpen it again. It's not carbide, it's not fancy. Probably to replace it would cost $8 to $10. But I just saved $8 in about 10 minutes. Put this back on the rack, we'll be ready for the next cut. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.